Welcome to the Phonics Party!
Hello, readers, and welcome to Lesson J.
We're so excited to read with you today.
Now we're going to practice our letter keyword sound cards with Miss Liz.
Make sure to repeat when you see Decoda talking. A, apple, A. B, boat, B. C, cat, K. D, dog, D. E, egg, E. F, fish. G, gorilla, G. H, hat, I, igloo, I. J, jet, J. K, kite, K. L, lion, L. M, muffin, M. N, nest, N. O, octopus, ah. P, pig, P. Q, U, queen, Qu. R, rainbow, R. S, snake, S. T, turtle, T. U, umbrella, V, vase, V. W, wind, W. X, fox, X. Y, yellow, Y. Z, zebra, Z. Now it's time for our vowel extensions. Watch as Decoda stretches out our vowel sounds.
Let's practice our vowel extensions together. Ready? A, apple, A. E, egg, E. I, igloo, I. O, octopus, ah. U, umbrella, It's time for our visual drill. In this drill, you're going to see a letter on the screen, and we're just going to make the sound of that letter. Let's try it together.
G. O. I. K. D. T. Ah. Ah.
It's time for our auditory kinesthetic drill.
Get your giant pencils ready. T says T. G says G. I says I. D says D. C says K. Ahoy, readers! It's time to jump aboard our sailboat and practice some blending. I. T. Mit. At. Hat. D. I. G. Dig.
It is now time for our letter and sound of the day.
It's time for our deep dive into the letter J. Do you remember letter J from our letter keyword sound cards? J, jet, J. Here's our capital J and our lowercase j. All right, let's practice saying the letter and the sound together. J says J. Let's say it together. J says J. Okay, very good. Now it's your turn. One more time. You got it. J says J. All right, we know that jet starts with J. Let's see what other objects start with the J sound. Here's Decoda's treasure chest. Decoda likes to keep all of her special things inside. To open the treasure chest, let's say the magic words. J says J. Okay, your turn. I wonder what's inside. There's a jaguar, a jellyfish, jump, juice, and jelly. All of these words start with the J sound. Remember, J says J. Jaguar starts with the J sound. Jellyfish starts with the J sound. Jump starts with the J sound. Juice starts with the J sound. And jelly starts with the J sound. I'm going to say all of our words. Jaguar, jellyfish, jump, juice, jelly. It's your turn to say our words. Great job, readers. It's time for one of our favorite activities, skywriting.
We are going to turn our arms into a giant pencil and write our letters in the sky. But before we do that, we have to warm up our pencils.
We're ready to skywrite.
What about Decoda?
Decoda!
Are you ready to skywrite? All right. Okay, readers, let's take out our arm and let's turn it into a pencil, okay? We're gonna stretch it out. Let's take our 2 fingers and make a nice strong point for our pencil. Okay, looking great. It's time for us to stretch. Okay, let's take that pencil and stretch it over our head. Good, give it a good stretch. Okay, let's try with our other arm. Oh, stretch, stretch, stretch. Nice job. Okay, let's take our pencil across our bodies. Great. And then let's take our other arm across our bodies and stretch, stretch, stretch. Nice job. Let's go up with our pencils and down with our pencils. Okay, last, let's do some jumping jacks. We're gonna do 3 jumping jacks. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I think we're ready to skywrite.
Are your giant pencils ready? Go ahead and point them at letter J on the screen. Find number 1 and follow that arrow down to make a line with a little curve at the bottom off to the left-hand side. And then you're going to put a dot right above on number 2. Let's try one more time. Find number 1. Draw a line down to follow that arrow with a little curve to the left and put a dot up at number 2. Okay, now we are going to practice saying J says J as we skywrite. Make sure your giant pencils are pointed at the screen. Okay, let's skywrite and say J says J. Okay, one more time. J says J.
If you would like to practice making more of your letters with a real pencil, now would be a great time to pause the video and take out your handwriting workbook.
Now it's time to review the red words that we've already learned. When you see the red word appear on the screen, we'll read it together. I, like, brown, stop, 2, go, on, white, a, orange, is, 4, and, was.
Let's learn some new red words. Remember, red words are words that don't always follow the rules. Hello, readers. We have 3 red words today. Our first red word is the word of. Can you see the word of next to me? Let's listen for the word of in our sentence. I dreamed of flying a dragon to the castle of. Did you hear the word of in my sentence? Let's listen for it again. I dreamed of flying a dragon to a castle of. Let's practice spelling the word of today. O-F, of. Let's try again. O-F, of. Okay, now it's your turn. Great job.
Okay, now let's skywrite the word of. Get your giant pencils and point them at the screen. Let's write of. O, F, of.
Our next new red word is the word will. Can you see the word will next to me? Let's listen for the word will in our sentence. Will you build a giant sandcastle with me? Did you hear it? Let's listen again. Will you build a giant sandcastle with me? Great job. Let's practice reading and spelling the word will. Will. All right, ready? W-I-L-L, will. Let's try it again. W-I-L-L, will. Okay, now it's your turn. Great job.
Okay, point your giant pencils at the screen to write the word will. W, I, L, L, will.
Our next read-only red word is the word said. Can you see the word said next to me? Let's listen for the word said in our sentence. Mom said we could have ice cream after dinner. Did you hear it? Let's listen again. Mom said we could have ice cream after dinner. Good job. So when you see this word in your stories, you'll know it says said.
It's time to put together everything we've learned and read. Our story for today is called Tom and Jim Dig. On the next slide, you will see your green and red words appear. Remember, you can pause the video to read on your own and then press play and we will read aloud together. Tom and Jim dig. Tom and Jim like to dig. Tom and Jim dig a lot. It is hot, said Mom. Mom said, stop, stop. Tom and Jim stop. Mom will dig for Tom and Jim. You've finished our activities for the letter and the sound of the day, so now it's time to go into Dakota's doghouse and find and color in the matching picture. You did such a great job today, readers.
We hope you take some time and read some of our favorite stories with our letter and sound of the day.
It's time to say goodbye, Decoda. Come on. Bye, friends.
Bye.
See you next time. If you had fun with Decoda today, like this video and subscribe for more.